Hi, everybody. Welcome to the relaxed and comfortable Sunday edition of the Mizrahi Perspective. This is the new name I'm going to give my channel, and I hope you like it. Okay, today I want to talk about why I'm less freaked out about this new Trump presidency than maybe other people who are part of our camp of humanity and normalcy, basically. You see, I spend a lot of time scaring people and making them aware of dangers and struggles. So today I want to do something different, and I want to qualify, and I want to give another perspective to what's going on, because what I think specifically about this new crusade that is going on, starting from the White House. Uh, I can see the dangers and the potential pain and loss that this crusade, this white supremacist, exceptionalist, stupid, idiotic, infantile crusade is going to unleash, is going to cause to other people and communities in the US and in other places. And I think it's going to do that. It's already doing this. Okay? They are already contributing to tensions, conflicts, strife, suffering, and so on. This is what white colonizers do. Okay, they live off other people's suffering and pain, like vampires. This is what they do, and I'm serious. So I do recognize the short-term dangers and pain and loss that we are looking at. I see that. And I share the sense of very understandable dread that people feel about this. But I think that if we zoom out, if we look at the bigger picture, if we look at the big struggle of our lifetime, of many lifetimes, this is going on for centuries. The struggle between white Western colonialism and almost the rest of humanity, because they are from Australia to China to Ukraine to Palestine to Africa, of course, to India. Any place you touch on the globe, white Western colonialism got there and destroyed something and killed some people. It is unbelievable, and it is true. So, in terms of the big struggle of humanity to free itself from the stranglehold of white Western colonialism, in terms of this big strategic struggle, which is really the fight between good and evil in the world as we know it, I don't think that the Trump administration and this last attempt by the Crusaders to force their will and their way on the rest of humanity, I don't think they're going to succeed. There's no way. There is no way in hell they're going to succeed. And I want to explain some of the reasons why I am certain they are going to fail in a big way. They are going to fail. They are not going to succeed. Nevertheless, they are going to hurt us. They are going to cause pain and suffering to a lot of people. So I remember that as well. Why are they not going to succeed? First of all, we have to remember we are talking about a group of very unintelligent people. Let's say it this way. They are not sophisticated or deep thinkers. They are not strategic people. These are people who believe in stupid, ridiculous fantasies about supremacy, exceptionalism, manifest destiny. All the stuff that normal people understand is stupid at 7 years old, 7 years old. But they believe it in the 50s, 60s, 70s, and 80s. They actually believe it. That Christ proclaimed them or destined them or whatever to be the rulers of planets. This is, I can't. this is so, this is so, this is so unbelievably pathetic. I'm just think about how pathetic an individual needs to be to think and go in the world and say it. That the creator of the universe proclaimed that he himself and his group need to be the rulers of the earth and the planet and other people. I mean, God, I mean, the stuff we have to deal with. So these are very unintelligent people believing very stupid stuff. So it makes them, the stuff they believe in isolates them from the rest of humanity. And it means that they cannot create coalitions. They cannot recruit new members. They cannot create effective camps and movements. They can't have trust with anybody. They can't have meaningful relationships with other people and other players. And this is how you build power. You can't build power by like lifting heavy weights and having big arms and like a big torso and walking the streets and intimidating people. This is not power. This is idiocy. But this is what the US is doing. It cannot connect with other people. It can only intimidate, coerce, force, humiliate, kill, assassinate, destroy, bomb. But this is not how you build power. This is how you destroy power. This is how you lose power. Okay? They cannot work with other people. They don't see anyone as their equal. They can't have meaningful relationships. They can only work with people who agree to be humiliated into working with them. This limits tremendously the range of people and movements and parties they can work with. Not everybody is willing to be humiliated by the US. And we are going to see this, I'm sure. So in terms of their ability to build coalitions and partnerships and strategic alliances, they can't do it. They are not the kind of people who think this way or who are capable of doing this. So they have to always rely on their brute force. So this is number one. They are not going to convince anyone to work with them. I mean, they can intimidate Canada and intimidate Denmark and intimidate Sweden and intimidate Egypt and intimidate. But how long can this go on? Someone is going to say no. What are they going to do next? How many countries do you think they can invade? They can't invade an infinite number of countries. They can only maintain this facade of global power as long as other people are willing to play along. But if 5 countries say no to the US, the empire is over. And people are going to start realizing this. They're going to start realizing that they are being treated with deep disrespect. While China, on the other hand, is offering friendship and mutuality. We are basically mutual. We're having a relationship that benefits both of us. There is no master and slave here. This is not what China does. This is what the US does. And this is the mentality of this Trump administration on steroids. This is so much stronger than before. So they can't build alliances, and they are not very bright thinkers. And they can't plan strategically. These are the personality types like Netanyahu. Okay? I mean, just look at Netanyahu and what he has achieved for Israel. The man is in control of the country for more than a generation. He created current Israeli political landscape and culture and consciousness. This is Netanyahu. This is him almost single-handedly. And what has it achieved for Israel? Israel now needs the US not to only send weapons to it every hour of every day. Israel needs the US and other Western countries to censor and monitor and intimidate every member of their societies just for Israel to exist. Israel needs Britain, France, Germany, Italy, all Scandinavian countries, every European country, every country in Africa it can get its hands on, and Australia and New Zealand and so on, and every county in the US, every union, every school, every department, every hospital, okay, need to be monitored. And every member of all those small establishments or big establishments, wherever they are, whatever they do, Israel needs this worldwide mechanism of control in place and active 24/7, 365, just to survive. This is what Netanyahu achieved for Israel. This is what this mindset achieves for people who practice it. This is now how power is built. Power is built through partnerships, through solidarity, through common causes, through intimacy and closeness. But those people can't have it. They're all paranoid. Paranoid, supremacists, easily intimidated, very foolish and very shallow and very fake. You think this group is going to be able to suddenly take over the world? No way. No way. They don't have the skills and they don't have the ability to make the connections, to do anything like big. I mean, the US can't even create an AI model that is significantly better than the rest of the world, or what China can do. It can't do even that. Do you think that this country, which built its reputation, its economy, its image around this high-tech and high-tech warfare and all this, if they can't build an AI model that's better than China's, do you think they're going to build this global empire? Who's going to work with them? Who are they going to be able to trust? And who's going to trust them? When Trump calls anyone in the world, do you think that person doesn't know that Trump is the least trustworthy person on the entire planet? Do you think they don't know that next election, if something changes, someone else is going to sit in the White House and suddenly pursue a whole different set of goals, which are going to be idiotic as well? But people know that. This has been exposed. This is being seen by everybody. They can't go on with this. So the idea that this very pathetic group of people can somehow create this huge global juggernaut that moves borders and millions of people and shapes economies and takes over territories and cultures, this is not going to happen. This is not going to happen. They don't have the means to pull off anything like it. So what we have now in terms of the American image, but also American essence, you can compare it to Donald Trump himself. I mean, Donald Trump is not a serious businessman. He's no Warren Buffett. He's uh, an act, an imitation, a simulation of an American business person. But he's not really that. He's a con artist who conned his way through, he inherited some money and shamelessly led some people off all kinds of adventures and deserted them along the way. But he presents himself, we are expected to believe this image that he is this genius, successful businessman. But it's a joke. Who believes that? Who believes that? So this is America now at the moment. It is trying to present itself, and especially this Trump administration. Yes, they can ship bombs to Israel to kill children. This they can do. They cannot shape geopolitical reality on a large scale at this moment is time. The glory days of Western colonialism are over, and they are not coming back. They are not coming back when China and Russia and also Iran are as strong as they are and resolute as they are. The glory days of Western colonialism are not coming back when so many people around the world can see things as they really are, can see this American leadership for what it is. Everything the US has now and can do now is based on brute force, and many people still believing or buying this image of American power. But more and more people are waking up to the fact, I mean, morally, many people are seeing the US as a criminal country. So this gap between its moral image and what it can do and what people accept from it is narrowing and narrowing and narrowing, and it's going to close eventually. And this last display of crusade mentality, crusade mission, this white Christian insanity, it is going to be revealed and exposed to be as real, as authentic as a Trump business venture, a Trump university or a Trump stake. They can and will cause pain and damage because they are sadists, like all deeply insecure and deeply weak and flawed men. They are sadists. And they have to hurt someone to feel, masculine and strong and potent. This is how they get this kind of feeling. But actually achieving long-term strategic goals, no way. We are only going to see outbursts of this erratic behavior by Trump and others. But if you look at what's happening in reality and what's going to happen in reality, if you look beyond this temporary pain and suffering that we are experiencing, you can already see that this white supremacist empire is no longer expanding and no longer able to expand. And this group of people that Trump collected cannot achieve anything real. It is all fake. All of it is fake. And this is why I'm less freaked out about where we are at the moment than maybe other people.